welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamara Todd and I'm a pro makeup artist from London. In this video I'm going to show you some of my favorite luxurious products that you will not regret spending the cash on. I tried to select products that will work across every skin type, whether you are dry, oily or normal. I am not including any foundations or any concealers as I feel like these are very targeted according to the skin type. First product that I want to show you is the Hollywood Flawless Filter. It's from Tilbury. You guys heard about this product, you know it's been all over the internet and it's one of the most amazing products in my kit. The way I like to use this product is not how it's designed to be used. Underneath the foundation, all over the complexion, which I know that a lot of Charlotte Tilbury's artists are doing. I am a little bit more thoughtful with the application of each glowing product, let's put it this way. And what I find sometimes, especially on a combo skin that can get dry and can get oily at the same time, covering face in a reflective product all over is not always a great idea. So usually I use this only in the areas that I deliberately want to highlight. Let me show you. If I was to highlight myself, I am on a dry side. However, I also feel if I was to apply glowing product all over, I would just end up really shiny in areas here. Even on my non-foundation skin, it looks flawless and it blends into every foundation well. Even Estee Lauder Double Wear, the most capricious foundation that once it sets, it sets. If I use the Flawless Filter and apply it with the Wet Beauty Blender from the back of my hand, it doesn't lift off Estee Lauder's foundation, which is a big bonus. All of the products I show you today are quite expensive, but I feel like these are the universal products that you will end up loving and using a lot. The next product you may or may not know is from MAC actually. Paint pots from MAC that have been on the market forever and ever, but I feel like only pros know about paint pots and not everybody is using them as well, but I feel like this is such a wonderful and versatile product. These are amazing as an eyeshadow primer or the eyeshadow on their own. I use these a lot in my private clientele's work because I feel like this is a wonderful eyeshadow primer. The color I'm going to show you today is Lay Low. Another wonderful color that I would highly recommend you to have, Groundwork. It's a gorgeous brown, slightly reflective. On the fair skin will look like a stronger brown eyeshadow, and on a darker skin looks a little bit with a gray undertone. Lay Low is a lighter shade, it's a little bit more matte. For somebody fairer, that would be a beautiful kind of a bronzy shade. They also can be used as an eyeshadow primer, and once they set, they literally don't budge. The next product I want to show you is Tom Ford Eyeshadow Quads, top of the range luxe product. These retail at the fee of £60, which I think is extortionately expensive for 4 shades of the eyeshadow. But why are they good? What I find with more expensive brands is that the colors are more complex in their shading. It's not going to be just a brown, it's not going to be just champagne. It's always a little bit more complicated formula of the eyeshadows, and these colors, they look more expensive, more luxurious. For example, this is the eyeshadow palette 03 Nude Dip. I don't know whether you guys will be able to see this on camera here. And whenever I use this eyeshadow, everybody loves the finish. I would highly recommend you to treat yourself to at least one Tom Ford eyeshadow quad. I will be purchasing more of these in the future, that is definite. Another wonderful product that you won't regret buying and that does exactly what it's supposed to do is Lisa Eldridge lip liners. These are incredible. They are very long wearing, very pigmented in color, very comfortable to wear on the lips. And one of the most selling points for me, they don't budge. Once I applied it on my private clients for any red carpet events, bridal work, I know that once they're out the door, that lip will stay. The color I have here is Enchantment. Very beautiful peachish, reddish, coralish color. glides on, grips onto the skin, and stays all day. These are not your affordable liners, but these are ones of the liners that I can vouch for, that if you spend that money, at least you are going to get the quality. So let me show you. Look, nothing comes off at all. Like, nothing. Like, once they're on, they're really on, and they're quite difficult to remove as well. How I know that the lip liners are going to last? When I choose a lipstick for my clients or my models, usually I kind of swoosh the shade on the back of my hand, and I kind of check which color would be more suitable to this or that client. In the end, when I chose the color and I tried to remove it off the back of my hand, Lisa Eldridge and Charlotte Tilbury are always the last ones that are the hardest to remove. But today I wanted to concentrate and support Lisa Eldridge, as she just started off her new venture with her new brand, and her products are genuinely incredible. So highly recommend getting a shade or two. The next product that I want to share with you is also the one that I believe everybody knows, the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. Ever since I have tried this powder, I am not going back to any other powders. Now, in my kit in the past, I had Laura Mercier Under Eye Brightening Powder, which I'm kind of fallen out of love with, Illamasqua Translucent Powder, Laura Mercier Translucent Powder, but still, every time I need to powder anyone, I'm always reaching out for these powders. There are several reasons why I love these powders so much. I don't feel like you can ever overdo. They mattify the skin wonderfully, and they also contain some sort of a blurring effect. They diffuse the light, they diffuse the skin. So whenever you powder with these powders, to almost always guarantee the smooth appearance of the surface of the skin. And for me, as a professional makeup artist, this is very important. I don't have any concealer or any foundation. I just recorded my skincare video. My skin is prepped, but there is no product on it. I'm sure you guys know this powder, and I'm sure you have tried it already. If you haven't, highly recommend you. Mattifies and blurs. This is what I really like about this product. I can vouch that you are going to love these. And another luxurious product that I want to show you is the powder from Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powders, and this specific one in the shade Luminous Light. I have these for a year, maybe 2 in my kit, and I absolutely love these. Now, they probably will be more for someone with normal skin, normal to dry skin, not for someone with oily skin, unless you want to use them as a very subtle highlighter, which is also possible. And they actually will work on oily skin on the highest points of the cheeks. They will set the foundation in place, but they will leave a slight reflective residue on the skin. So if you use those on the highest points, for oily skin it's safe to use. For dry and normal skin, you can use those all over the face. They will just create a beautiful reflective surface on the skin. And I don't think it's possible to ever overdo those. You can just put and set your foundation in place, and I don't think it will ever look cakey. I will definitely be repurchasing again. Overlays the skin. I don't have any foundation on, but actually even just using it on its own, looks like I have got no makeup kind of thing. Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette 002 Glitz. This is my first Dior kind of a highlighter. When I got it, I wasn't quite sure what to expect, whether it's going to be that product that is overly blown on social media and that in reality is not really doing what it's supposed to do, but I was pleasantly surprised. So you get 4 different shades in this plastic container. At first, I felt like the plastic was kind of not the most luxurious finish of this product, but if I'm honest, it's so light. I decant some of my products into the palettes, but I feel like I still prefer to have original boxing and the original products because it looks good, feels good, and actually for my kit, because it is made out of plastic, it's light. And this is what I value a lot. My favorite is this one, kind of like pearlescent champagne-y color, which I use a lot. But often I actually quite often just swoosh all of them together. And let me apply this. It's quite complex in color. There's different kind of undertones of the champagne color, a little bit pinkier, a little bit more neutral in each of those highlighters. And also you have 4 different ones, so you can swoosh in between whichever you want and kind of create your unique kind of a highlighter. Retail at £40. I mean, if that was just one shade, probably would have been a little bit excessive, but as you get 4 different shades for professional use, this is a beautiful, luxurious addition to the kit. So I would highly recommend. And the final product that I feel have not been talked about for ages. I feel like currently other brands are kind of taking the spotlight on social media, but I want to mention this hangover spray, which has been on the market for a very long time. This is a setting spray which can set and refresh your makeup. You can also use it as a primer, targeting the normal to dry skin. For someone with oily skin, maybe it would not be the best spray for you, just because it is intended to hydrate the skin and make it appear a little bit more glowing, more moisturizing. So I usually use it on top of the foundation after I have powdered, soak that powder into the skin and give skin more kind of a radiant appearance. I love using it on its own after my skincare routine. It smells divine, it feels great on the skin. Every time I use it on my clients, they always ask what was it, because it smells so good and feels so good. Oh, smells so good. It kind of like highlighted the face a little bit further. If you have very dry skin, almost like a flaky skin, using this after your skincare and before applying the makeup actually helps to keep the hydration in the skin. And if you were to apply the foundation after you sprayed the hangover spray, in like a patting motions onto your skin, especially around the drier areas, it almost acts as an adherent. So that pushes the dry skin back onto the surface of the skin, and if you don't disturb it by swiping up and down, you actually kind of glue it back on. Dry patches can be around the nose areas. Some people may have eczema. This is also a wonderful product. The only thing is that it contains perfume. So if you are perfume sensitive, it wouldn't be for you. But for anybody who is not, wonderful, wonderful product. Not the cheapest one, but in my kit, I will continue using it. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. I hope if you were debating whether to purchase these products or not, with my blessing, go ahead, get them and enjoy them as much as I do. Now I'm also thinking of creating a video about the disastrous makeup products that don't do what they're supposed to do and that I would not recommend to have in your kit or in your purse. Let me know if you want this video and see the light. Leave the comment below saying I want the video on the most disastrous products, and I will make sure to create one for you. Thank you very much for today, and I see you on my next one.